Okay, hey, what's up, you guys? So today, through the highest source, we will be talking about the gate of God, how to reach the source, how to attain the source, and as well becoming the source. So I say the word source because when we are looking at the occult, magic, witchcraft, sorcery, in a sense, what the source is going to be, it's going to be untapped, pure divine potential. When we are looking at the Kabbalistic tree system, that is one way to define it. The Kabbalistic tree system comes from the ancient Atlantean system, the ancient Atlantean schools. All of this is Atlantean in knowledge, bringing it all the way back to its roots, Atlantis. And there's many different names, many different beings that as well come from this society and this civilization. One of them also being the Lemurians. So some beings were more light in nature, and I can see this in my mind. They were more magic. They were non-corporeal beings. I'm actually being taken on a journey as I'm speaking of this. And these non-corporeal beings, which just means they're, if you've ever used Canva or any editing software, there's like a screen, I believe it's called it dissolves the image so you can get half of the image, and that's what non-corporeal is. It's halfway there. It's half there. And as a non-corporeal species or beings, they mostly focused on magic, sorcery. They were more connected to the source than they were the actual plane of existence in which was ruled. Now, in a sense, when we're trying to understand the source is what creates everything. So, to the source, there's polarities. And in a sense, just like the Star Wars movies, let's go with that, I didn't really care, but there's a lot of Kabbalistic references packed into the Star Wars movies, where even people say that George Lucas emits a very celestial vibration, which I could definitely feel that, especially the fact that he's a celebrity. He's been everywhere without really even being seen. Well, by just writing and creating the movie rather than being in it, he was able to establish his own true will. He was able to establish his own foundation. And as he solidified this foundation, he was able to create for himself an empire. He was able to create he created a universe and world through channeling down this gnosis, this frequency and this vibration, and then putting it into these movies, bringing it into CGI. And Star Wars is okay. I could probably make a better movie, honestly. Yo, Hollywood! I'm gonna make a better movie. You guys watch. So, as we are all walking our own path, such as myself, establishing this role as through music, going into film, and being able to blend CGI with a lot of holographic images and just kind of like DJ work, like how DJs can bring you into dimensions. I want to do that through graphic design and as well music, and create movies that way. And that's what I've been doing for myself I've been working with Thoth for 8 years, just channeling things, building this bridge of knowledge and as well wisdom. So as we can see this ancient Atlantean realm, some of the beings chose more the light side, just like in Star Wars, the light side, the Force. The Force just is. The Force just is, you guys. And it's about who the person is and the individual that is using the Force, using energy, using the source. Look at that, F. They just put the word F in front of source, force. It's using your force, your willpower, right? Which even that could be a distortion in some way. But the source, they're using the source, they're bending the source to their will, rather flowing with the will. You become the source, and then what you will is created thus into this reality. So and that's what sorcery is. That's what magic is. It's about embracing your pure divine potential as the sorcerer, as the magician that you are. Sorcery. We are sorcerers, casting spells with our words. Sorcery. And as we learn more about the source, as we gain more source knowledge, such as this, you guys, please feel free to like this. Please feel free to subscribe. The fact that you're past this point means that you're probably invested in it, so why not? But literally, the fact that we are all the source. We are all sorcerers, bending source to our will in order to create our reality. And then with that source, with that force, that is one half of the that is one side of the coin. It is as well through yin yang that we get polarities. So there is but one source. We can say the unification of the source. And I actually have maybe another time. Okay, but my sigil, like you guys can see it, it's on the YouTube thing. My sigil is a symbolism of the yin and yang polarities, that I'm using both polarities, but I am the source. I'm knowing I am the source. It's from this knowing that, I am able to do both things. I am God, generator, operator, destroyer. I'm generating my reality, I'm operating my reality, and I'm destroying my reality. So I can either be of the light polarity, the lighter polarity, and I can empower just others. I can be more for justice in the collective. I can be giving like an angel. I can be like an angel king within the Sephiroth of the Kabbalistic tree, right? Because it's through that initiation, which also the tarot cards, you guys, the tarot cards are a powerful form of initiation and as well divination tool in which we can use to, in a sense, through these archetypes, we are awakening the different channels on the tree within ourselves, for we are a part of the tree itself. And even the tarot was channeled as a medium and a tool through someone's divine and true will. Like, look at this. What if someone never channeled these beautiful cards? As well, I'd love to make a tarot deck. This would be beautiful to make a tarot deck. You guys should, if anyone's feeling inspired to make a tarot deck, maybe this is also calling you to make a tarot deck, where you're channeling your own divine true will and you're leaving behind your own system, such as this being, or such as Crowley did for this Thoth deck. And just like Crowley, and that's someone that was exploring the negative polarity. That was someone that was choosing to go more into themselves and the darker aspects of reality as well, much like myself, where we are then becoming, we're going from the Christ. So that's truly what the Kabbalistic tree is referencing. And as well in movies and symbolisms in this way, in this nature, they are referencing the Christ. And then from the Christ seed, this is that Holy One that is always trying to push forward, push for the collective. They're always trying to be the hero. And that's the thing. They're trying to be the hero to the point that they get drained by the mass collective, because then the mass collective sees them trying to be the hero. Then that triggers the negative polarity to then set in, where, why are you trying to be the hero? Why are you trying to be this just being? What reason is that for? And that's where the negative polarity would then either challenge you or induct you into the brotherhood, where then you would understand that side. You can't understand the energies of the brotherhood unless you have done the rituals, worked with the beings, gave offerings in certain ways, and they start to initiate you further. That's where someone is then going from the Kabbalistic tree. They are then going into the negative, through the Kabbalistic tree, the Sephiroth within the Kabbalistic tree. They're going into the negative polarity through Da'ath. So at some point you would have aligned yourself through working with the tarot, understanding the symbolisms, and as well the initiations within life, as well going through the initiations and the trials. So even look at this card, Victory. I want you guys to look up where on the tree Victory is and see if that's where you are. See if that's where you are by, because this is what the source, this is a card in which the source channeled. And that's how tarot works as well, being a divination system, being a tool in which we can use to tap into the cosmos, to tap into the greater nature of reality. So I'm going to pull one more card. Luxury and work are both in reverse. So I actually look at this. Actually, there's a few cards. So let's just read this like a story. From here to this, from here to here. Luxury is in reverse. So, and then work is in reverse. So that's literally, look at life. You don't need to work for what you're trying to achieve, but at the same time, it's not putting it on a pedestal. It's not looking at it so luxurious, the things in which you want and you desire. They're already there and you've put in the work. And as you've scaled the tree, you are getting to the top, whether it be in the Sephiroth or the Qliphoth. And Knight of Cups, by flowing with your emotions, you're allowing that, because that's what it is, right? It's not luxury. It's not putting on a pedestal. It's not working hard for it, but it's about flowing with it, knowing the flow of your emotions, even having the Cancer, the crab. So being in tune with one's emotions, because one is not usually in tune with their emotions, this creates interference, this creates blockages along the journey and as well the way. Mindset, look at that, you guys, the cross symbolism, the Christ I was talking about earlier, the Christos, being the hero. This is where actually one is being inducted into the night side realm through the initiation of Da'ath. And it's in that initiation that one is then becoming and is on the journey of becoming the Antichrist, scaling the Qliphothic tree to whatever extent their consciousness allows. It's truly about, look at that, all these swords are bleeding in. All these swords are bleeding in, cutting into this cross. So this is where we are turning the cross upside down. Literally, our whole world is destroyed, as we once lived in the realm of a light illusion. And it's because we were living in that illusion that it was allowed to be destroyed. And that's what the initiation is. We are always being initiated into our higher truths of that which we are meant to achieve. We are always being and becoming who we're meant to be, embracing the journey prosperously and abundantly, knowing our source, knowing that we are the source, so that anything that comes our way is merely to destroy any illusions, just like Shiva. As Shiva opened his third eye, the world was destroyed. What world was this? This was the realm of illusions. If you're living under illusions, wouldn't the most prosperous thing be to destroy those illusions so that you can actually step into your truths, your most authentic version? Through embracing your pure authenticity, your most authentic version, you are protected. You are powerful. You are in alignment with the source. You know who you are. You know what you're meant to achieve. You know who you're meant to be. And that's what asserts we already shuffled, but that's what asserts the victory. And it's all from destroying your old mindset. So it's just like the Christ. To truly be balanced, you can't just be love and light. You have to obliterate the light with the darkness of your shadow sometimes, and understand the shadow and flow with it. Just like you're not always going to feel happy sometimes. And that's what the Sephiroth is. The Sephiroth is the blissful, feeling happy energies of life. When someone is at Kether, it's like life is flowing through them, and they become